Hey guys, it's GameFace and welcome back to episode 2 of my Man United career mode. Now today, I'm going to be finishing off the transfer window, I'd imagine, in this episode. We'll probably get on to the first league game of the season as well. First of all, I've got two things I'd like to talk about. First of all, thank you very much for the support on the first episode. That was really appreciated. Last time I checked, I think it got about 27 likes. Let's see whether we can hit 30 on this one. That would be a huge achievement. Thank you if you do go and hit the like button and subscribe as well, because that would be really appreciated. The second thing I wanted to speak about was the fact that I signed Pedro in the previous episode, as you can see there, and literally a couple of hours later the news broke that he joined Chelsea, or he was going to join Chelsea, and I could not believe that. But anyway, we've managed to sign him. He's a good player to have in, and I suppose it's kind of realistic because he was linked. Yeah, it's still a little bit frustrating that he didn't end up going to United. But you guys have been commenting like mad in the comments, so thank you so much for that. You come up with different suggestions. I wanted, well, potentially I wanted a new left back. I wasn't too sure. I have decided that I will be getting a new left back in. I think it's going to be Ricardo Rodriguez, the guy from Wolfsburg, is it, I think? He was suggested in the comments. If I have the comment, then hopefully that should appear on screen now. And there was also plenty of other comments like Muller, Corey, Diakite, is that how you pronounce his name? And Cavanda and Alcesa. And I'm going to basically try and get a couple of those, but it's tricky because obviously Muller's very expensive. And Alcesa isn't particularly realistic because he hasn't been linked, but I would like to get him in because he's going to be a cheaper version of Muller pretty much. But anyway, Muller is a tag I would like to get, but I'm not really too sure. But let's get on with the episode. We are going to, I think, sign a new left back today. So it's going to be Rodriguez, like I say. The reason why I swapped out Jones is because, again, that was suggested. Apparently Jones grows really well, so we'll put him in there. And I think Rojo's a few years older he is, so we'll put Jones at the left side of centre-back for now, and we'll move on to trying to sign that left-back. Here he is, such a talented player. We are going to try and get him in. It's going to be part of a trade deal, I reckon, because we don't really have enough money, I would have thought, to get him in and his wage, just on the budget that we currently have. So we're going to have to put in a part of like a trade deal, something like that. And I think Ashley Young kind of makes sense, because if I'm getting rid of him, if I'm bringing in Ricardo Rodriguez, then he's not really going to have much of a place in the team. So we're going to try and get rid of him, 6 million. I have no idea how much this guy's going to cost us, so we're going to add 4 onto that. And I think it'll probably be 10, 12, maybe even 15 million. So we'll go with that as our first bid. And we'll move on to trying to sign some other players. Now, I wasn't too sure whether to get a right back, or another right back, should I say, because we've got Coleman currently. Darmain could play there, but I'm not a huge fan of him. He doesn't look particularly good, and on this version of the game, he isn't able to play right back. So I don't know whether I should just actually sell him. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, he's one to kind of think about. Let me know in the comments about that one if we haven't finished the transfer window by the end of the episode. And we'll see whether I do decide to get a new right back. Because if I do, I think Cavanda, I think he's a right back, and he was suggested. So I'd like to get him in there. And Corey and Diakite, I think they're both centre-backs. I'm not too sure, but I can't see them getting into the team. Actually, no, Johnny Evans is going, so we'll have Chris Smalling. We could get one of them in. I think we might be able to get one of them in. I'll have a little look now. My issue is I don't know which one it is. I think it's this guy, but I'm not 100% sure. But because there's a couple of different Diakites, I think it's the centre-back version, though. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think it's the right back. No, I don't think it is. So we'll go, I think, for the centre-back. The reason why I'm not going for a Corey is because I've had him before on other career modes. I've never really had this guy I'm about to go for. So we're going to give it a go and basically put Johnny Evans as part of the deal. So I've never tried this guy. He could be really bad for all I know. It's basically a recommendation of someone in the comments. So thank you very much for that. And I think we'll give it a go. We'll see what he's like. We'll go Johnny Evans. Is that going to be way too much? 6.5 million. We'll just go with that straight trade, see what they say to it. There's also a little bit of a sneaky thing here that I've just got on my shortlist at the moment. I've basically listed Gareth Bale on my shortlist, and I might try and make a bid to get him in. Now you're probably thinking you've got absolutely nowhere near enough money, but if you look at the amount of players I'm trying to sell, I've got 11 million, 6.5, 4.2, 8.5, and then you look at the wages, I might actually have enough with the 11.8 I've also got as well. I might have enough to put in an offer, so that could happen. Gareth Bale could happen, or it might just be Muller, but I've got a feeling Muller's like 60 million. I might have a look at him though. Anyway, Atletico Madrid have said they will match the 12 million for Victor Valdez. You might remember that in the previous episode we had a bid from Atletico Madrid and we counted 12 million. that is good. We can get him out, we can get some money in, and obviously get in some wage as well, which we really need. Talking of wage, we do have Nick Powell's wage that we can now add on to our budget. That's 10 grand. He's gone to QPR. I think that's a fairly good loan deal. Hopefully he gets a few games. He's not going to get 30 matches, but he might get 10, 12, something like that. It's better than nothing, really, which he would have at this team, I'd imagine. And yeah, let's see whether we can try and get the other signings. Cagliari have accepted the Johnny Evans trade deal for Man.Utd. Now that's kind of making me wonder whether I'm not doing this right here. He might have only been worth 4 million or something like that. But I'm happy to do it because I get rid of Johnny Evans, I get more wage budget in, so it's not a huge deal. And I'm also after someone who's happy to be a squad rotational player, my 4th or 5th choice centre-back, I can't remember which. And they have rejected it. They're not interested in Ashley Young. We're going to up it to 6 million. If they don't like that, we'll have to move on to, I think, changing things around with the offer. So we'll still go for him, but we'll just maybe go with a different player or a different amount of money. So upcoming match, James Wilson wants to play it. It's against Swansea. It's our first league game of the season. We're going to play it because we need to get things off to a good start. And I want to try out the team, see what the team's like, who I need to sign. Oh no, what is this? Is Muller going? Oh, mate, did I just see Muller's going? What is this? Transfer news. Where are you, Muller? Oh, Real Madrid hoping to sign him. We need to make a bid if we're going to try and get Muller in. I can't pay that amount of money. Sorry, whoever suggested that in the comments. I've forgotten your name now. Was it Paul that suggested that? I can't remember. But yeah, 60 million is probably going to be between 51 and 63. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford him, I don't think. Gareth Bale's going to be around 40, I believe, so he's a bit more likely to happen. This one isn't, so I might inquire about him, see what they say price-wise, but it's going to be a very tricky one. Something I did notice, and you guys might have if you had your eyes peeled, is that Vlaar has asked to be transferred. Now, I know Man United were linked with him earlier on in the season, and I know he's now a free agent, I think. He left Villa. And I know we're trying to get in another centre-back, but Ron Vlaar, what about that then? I know he's not amazing, but potentially, do we get him in? I don't know. I don't really want to add too much old players, really, but I don't think we need him. It's a shame, because he would be quite a nice little realistic signing to get in there, but I don't think there's any need for him, especially now getting in Man.Utd. If he doesn't come that centre-back, then that's absolutely fine. I'll try and get in Ron Vlaar, but it looks like he probably will join us. Victor Valdez has gone, and we've got 10 million added for that, added to transfer budget, so that's looking good. Decent amount of wage on there as well. So let's get on with this game against Swansea. It's a home match. I am going to play it, I think. I tend to sim the ones in the transfer window, but this one I'm going to play it because it's the first game of the season. I fancy trying out the team. Let's see what team I'm going to put out. I think it's just going to be this team, to be honest with you. I think this is the starting 11 that I'm going to go with. Do I play Di Maria? I'm going to sell him at some stage, so I don't think it's fair to play him too often. We'll go with that, I think. We don't have another striker on the bench. That's something I do need to change, so we'll put Wilson on the bench. And yeah, we do need to put in a bid for a striker after this game, if I do remember. Here we go, the new signings are all out. Hopefully we can have some very good performances in this game. It's going to be a tricky match, you know, Swansea are a decent team, so we'll see how we get on, but I think we should be okay, and hopefully we can get the win, because that's what we're wanting. We're wanting the win early on. I've tried to add in as many different signings from clubs as possible, hence why you might see IU pop up and things like that for some of the teams. Juan Mata's found his way through. Good save by Fabianski, and that is our very first opportunity, really. We're 30 odd minutes in. It's not been the most entertaining first half, I can tell you that much. We do need a bit of a faster midfield. It's very slow as Schneidlin and Schweinsteiger in there, so that's something to think about. We need probably another faster midfielder. Rooney is still going. Wayne Rooney. Oh, I thought that was going to the top left-hand corner. And again, is probably our best chance, that one, I think. We've not had too many chances where we've managed to get near the goal. That's the only issue. We need to get further towards the goal. They're just tricky to get past in defence. It's a bit annoying. And that is it. It is half-time. Yeah, not the best of first halves, really. A little bit disappointing in terms of the way that we played. So we are going to get in a bit of a faster midfielder. Di Maria is going to be the person that we're going to introduce into this game. Hopefully that tries to liven things up a little bit. It's been a little bit down, to be honest. So we are hopefully going to improve things with that one change. If not, then we'll have to think about other changes a little bit later on. Go on, Rooney. Go on, Rooney, you're lacking a little bit of pace, mate, but you're still going. He's still got his Wayne Rooney. Oh, Wayne Rooney. There we go. 40 minutes left. We're only 5 minutes into this half. And good old Wayne has scored for us. Look at that celebration. He's still got it. Look at that. 1-0. And yeah, this is a very good start to this second half. Go on, Di Maria. Pick out the pass. Oh, he's found Wayne. Can Wayne put it in the middle? What? That was an LBY cross. What was that? I know you scored a goal, Wayne, but Jesus, what was that? Let's watch the goal again. Why not? Yeah, right in the corner. Fabianski probably could do a lot better, but we won't mention that too much. Schneidlin playing in Rooney. They've left the gap in defence. Wayne Rooney, 2-0, 15 minutes to go. Good old Wayne has managed to score. There are no signs of that hair transplant falling out. Brilliant. Look at that. Slotted home. And it's 2-0. Go on, Juan. Oh, we're left 2-on-2. Rooney's held his run, because obviously he's so fast he has to do that. Come on, Wayne. Okay, slow down a little bit. And that's a corner, I think. Yes, it is. Okay, no one's in the box. Can we score from this, please? Oh, maybe they are. Come on, Pedro. Let's have a good cross. Rooney's in there. Oh, Wayne. Spot your hair. Go on. Go on, De Gea. Okay, you've dealt with that well, haven't you, mate? Well played. Straight out, and let's counter-attack. Come on, Wayne. Okay, let's get running, please, Rooney. Yeah, let's go back inside. I think we've still got a chance here, actually. No, we really don't. Not with that sort of pass. What the hell was that? Oh, Memphis has nicked it off, and this is the first we've seen of Memphis. And, yeah, it's straight at the keeper. That was a poor shot, to be fair. That's my fault. And that is it. We're dubbing the game 2-0. A nice realistic win, I think, there. We've played very well, I think, in the second half anyway. Wayne Rooney obviously getting the 2 goals. In terms of possession, we didn't do that well, but we managed to get the shots and the shots on target. That's all you need to win a game. So possession doesn't worry me massively. It's obviously nice to have the lot of the ball, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not my style of play. Also, Wilson I forgot to bring off the bench, but well, I'm sure he'll get over it when he goes out on loan. Okay, we are going to sign Javier Hernandez. Now, I said I was going to go for Alcalcer, sorry, or Muller, but it just seems more realistic that I have Javier Hernandez in the team. Alcalcer, I think, is someone I'll get in January with Di Maria money. So thank you for the suggestion. It will happen, I think, eventually. Him or Muller will happen, I'm sure. But at the moment, I think it's best that I do get Javier Hernandez. He's more of a bench player and kind of fits what I'm after, really. So we'll go 4 million and Valencia, and I think that should be enough to try and seal the deal. So that's the striker situation hopefully sorted out. If not, then we'll have a look at some of the targets that you guys did suggest. I think there was also Fabian Delph that was suggested, and he might be the ideal person to have in centre mid. I obviously know he's joined Manchester City, and I think I might have put him on Man City on here. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have a little look. Yes, he is. So I might be able to sign him, and yeah, I think he could be a good player. He's a fast player, he's young, he's English, and I think that'll be quite a good signing. I know, again, it's not realistic. This one isn't, but I'm after someone that's kind of a bit of a faster player, and I think he might bring that to the team. I know he's not a Ramirez, but he's still fast, he's still good, so we'll go with that, I think. I don't know whether to get him in on a loan. I'm not 100% sure. It's not a massively realistic deal, but it was suggested again in the comments, like I say, and I think it might actually be someone like Michael Carrick that I'd let go as part of that deal. I know that a lot of people probably like Carrick. Personally, I'm not a huge fan. I don't really know why. It's probably just ageism, to be honest with you. It's just the fact he's 33. But we'll go with Fabian Delph. And yeah, let's have a look. Do we need to get any more players? I've written like loads of names down that you guys suggested, and I can't think of anybody else that we needed to have a look at. So we'll sim through a few more days, see whether we can get some more signings in, and then basically see whether we need to get any more players in. Wolfsburg have said it's unacceptable, not interested in the player yet again, so we're going to have to look at a different deal, I believe, and I'm not really too sure who it's going to be. Raphael? I mean, would they really want Raphael? I can't see it myself, but we can go for it. They might want Raphael. He's a full-back. Yeah, we'll go for it. 4 million. And then we'll just go 8 million on top of that. I think that's a more likely offer that they'll accept. Thomas Muller is not for sale at any price. That's never good when they say that. Thomas Muller. We really can't make a bid for him, can we? We literally just don't have anywhere near enough money. So we'll ignore that one for now. And like I say, with the Di Maria money in the summer, we'll try and get him in. And offers for Antonio Valencia. and David De Gea. Now that is a weird one, the fact I signed it for my Juventus career mode, and the fact that he's popped up with a bid from Juventus, so we will reject all offers. He's not going to go anywhere, David De Gea, unlike in real life. Potentially he might, ooh, who knows. But anyway, we've got Everton, who have put in a bid for Valencia, 8.5 million. We'll stall that one just for now, because I've got other deals that I think might involve him. I can't remember whether it was to involve him or not. I'll have to have a look. Anyway, we're about to get in Dekite. Hopefully it's the guy that you suggested in the comments. I think it was Justin that suggested it, I believe. And yeah, that's an extra 60 grand on the wage. Let's see what overall he is. I'm expecting him to be around 73. I don't think he's going to be great, but that is the reason why he's my 5th choice centre-back. 72, so I wasn't too far off, but he's a strong, fast player. That is exactly what I was after. 6'4", so he's not brilliant, but that isn't really what I was expecting. So that is what we wanted as my 5th choice centre-back, I believe. So yeah, that's a good signing. Okay, I don't have Valencia as part of any deals, I just remembered, because obviously he was the part of the deal for Rodriguez, and then they said they're not interested in him. So we'll try and get rid of him to Everton. We're going to go 9.5 just to try and squeeze as much money as possible from that deal. Hopefully they match it, because I'm desperate to get in some money for him. That's quite a bit of money for someone who's not particularly good. So I'll take that. In fact, yeah, they're just saying 8.5. Again, I want to get as much money as possible. We're going to go 9 million. Man City have rejected it. The player's recently moved to the team, so he's not available. Okay, we're going to put in a bit of a different offer for him. We'll come back to the Real Madrid unacceptable thing in a second. And yeah, we'll put in a slightly different offer. I think Delph should be on here. He is. Again, it was suggested in the comments I could loan him for a season. Not ideal, but we'll give it a go. It was suggested. I'll try it. And we'll see what Man City say to that one. I know we are rivals. That is going to make it a bit trickier. Okay, so Real Madrid aren't interested in the player. Again, not interested in Valencia. So, do we just go 12? I think we'll just go 12. We may as well match his value. If not, then we kind of will probably get an idea of how much they're after for him. And again, they're saying the deal's unacceptable. This is not going well, is it? We'll get rid of all the players now, and we'll just go for straight up money. 10 million. Let's see what they say to that. Transfer offer for Phil Jones. What? Leicester City are after him. 7.5 million. Wow, that is a bigger offer than I was expecting from a team that I wasn't expecting to receive it from, so we will reject it anyway. And they're again saying Fabian Delph is not able to move. Okay, so we're going to have to look at other centre mids, I think, now. We're going to have a look at some other players, so I'll bring you back once I've found a player that I'm interested in. Okay, because I could literally not think of anybody but Ramirez, we'll just get on with simming this game, and I've been basically sent out a scout to check for pacey, first team quality centre mids, so hopefully that comes back with something good, and we will just sim this game against Sunderland. I believe we're just going to go with the exact same team, to be honest with you. It should be a good enough team to actually beat Sunderland, even though we are away. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Come on, let's see, come on, let's get a goal early on. Defoe starting this game, Rooney with an injury, 15 minutes in. Why? Why did he get so many injuries on this game when you sim? So annoying. Jones, anyway, got booked. Pedro scored. Alvarez happens to score 3 minutes later. Wilson on, Rooney off. About time, because Rooney's injured. Rojo on, Shaw off. Okay, if you really want to do that. Defoe makes it 2-1, of course he does. Depay makes it 2-2, and we skipped it, and it finished 2-2. Not brilliant, but at least we are still unbeaten this season. Everton matched 9 million. Yes, I wasn't getting too cheeky. That's good. At least we've managed to get rid of him, I think. And Real Madrid wants 17.5, which is quite literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We'll go 14 million. Wolfsburg have rejected the bid. It's because the player's too valuable. Simple as that. We are going to go for an increased offer now. We'll go 12 million, and I think they'll give us some better sort of response as to how much he's worth after this. Rooney's out for 2 weeks. It's not great, but it's better than 2 months, so we'll just happily go with that. He should be back after a week and a bit, I would imagine. Player sold, Valencia goes, 7.5 million added to the budget. That means that we're more likely to get in Javier Hernandez. It looks like I'm going to have to be paying like 15.5, between 15.5 and 17.5, so that is going to be an expensive buy, but I think it's still worth it. He'll score us a lot of goals than being so fast. Again, they've said it's unacceptable. 12 million is not good enough. I don't know how much they want. I could inquire, I know, but I don't like inquiring. They always seem to give you amounts that are just completely ludicrous. So we'll go 14. I don't really want to go any more than 16, but who knows? We'll see how it goes. Real Madrid accept 15.5. It's about time. 3-year deal. We'll go important first team player. I think that's fair. He's going to be on the bench most of the time. Wolfsburg say they want 19. Okay, I know I said I'd go to 16, but I might have to make an exception for this guy. 16 million is going to be one of my final offers, but I will put in another offer if they do reject it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Doesn't look good in terms of pacey centre mids at the moment, does it? Javier Hernandez finally signs 15.5 million. That is a good signing. An expensive one, but a good one. Anyway, Wolfsburg have accepted 16 million. It's about time. We're going to go a 5-year deal. I think we'll go important first team player. He will be my starting left back, but I want to kind of make sure that Shaw gets enough of a game, pretty much. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Hopefully he is too. Yes, he is. 16 million he signs for. Don't have enough money, but I'll sign him in a minute once I've changed the budget around. And there we go, confirmation that I do sign him. 80 grand a week left, and just over 250,000 left. So yeah, quite a low amount left. So we do need to think about our business a bit more wisely now. No chance of really getting Gareth Bale in, I can't see, unless we manage to somehow get really rich in a few days. Let's have a look at the players we've still got available to sell, and it just looks like Raphael who's going to be going now. The rest of them have gone, so yeah, we won't be able to get in Gareth Bale. There we go, Rodriguez, 81 overall, looks a really good signing, very happy with it. He seems like the perfect player, very good at free kicks, even though we do have to pay, but we've got now a lot of different options to take free kicks, that's good stuff. And then we've got basically Shaw that we can put on the bench, so I'm really happy about that. And obviously Rooney's injured at the moment, so Hernandez will be starting up front for this next game against Burnley. We're not going to play the match just yet, because I want to give you guys as much time as possible, really, to give me some more suggestions in the comments. But before you start like spamming ridiculous names in there, I do only have 2.3 million left, plus 40 grand a week. But I've also got the amount of money also from Raphael, assuming that he sells, or assuming that I put him as part of the deal. So you've also got to bear that in mind. And potentially I could maybe get rid of Carrick as well. In fact, I'm going to list him now, because if we get another centre mid, he probably won't get much of a game. So it seems quite a good idea to do that. Let me know anyway in the comments what you think about that. We need another centre mid in there. If you don't have any suggestions, let me know, like I say. That is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please go hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. That'd be really appreciated, guys, as always. Like I say, let's see whether we can hit 30 likes. That would be amazing. We did really well in the previous episode. Let's see whether we can top it. And I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.